All right. Spacewalks. That's what we're gonna do.
Can I say the thing where his two favorite things in life are triple C's and P, according to his helmet? Or like
333. I don't know what P is in numerology.
P is P and triple C's are those cough medicines kids take to get high.
Oh yeah.
20 seconds and counting.
Oh, you're gonna get a rocket launch.
Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10,
It's a brainwashing
9,
technique to take the time down.
6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1.
0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Oh, it's amazing. Look at this.
Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Oh, it's real. It's real.
Tower cleared.
Oh, it's real.
Neil Armstrong reporting the road pitch program, which puts Apollo 11 on a proper heading.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Nope. Nope.
I remember I did this in like 7th grade.
It's not real. Look how fake that is. That is just awful. That is
No, honestly, I'm going to say this qualifies as absolute proof that what they're saying actually happened. There is no way that this particular video could possibly exist without Apollo 11 having happened.
Oh, what's this now? Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. Wait. Wait, this could be real. Oh no. Nope. Not on a chance. Oh wait, is this is landing on the moon? Is that what this is? Oh, yep.
Wow, they had iPod headphones back then. They must have hooked it up to the UHF TV antenna that communicated 200,000 miles.
Yeah.
It's 2019. I got antenna TV. I got 7 channels because I'm in a basement. So
Oh wow. That's pretty good.
I'll get it.
We're going to Mars.
They can talk to Mars, but I can get channels from 40 miles away. If I get the strongest powered TV antenna, it goes 90 miles.
Oh, it's the Earth.
Oh my God, this proves it. How have I been wrong this whole time?
Nope. No way. Not a chance.
That could not have possibly been made out of cardboard, dude.
I think the best thing they had was a calculator.
This was like 10 years before calculators that showed numbers on LED lights, like those actual like tubes that were in the calculator, like little red lights.
Look at that. Oh yeah, look at that.
This music's very relaxing.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's hypnotizing. Look, it's like a technique that they have such a technique, you know? It's amazing. Oh, what's happening now?
I've seen Charlie Chaplin movies with better special effects and the same exact music playing.
Oh, we're on the moon. All right.
Here's a game. Is this a fake clip from a 1925 silent movie, or is this footage of the actual moon landing? It could be either one. Can you tell?
Yeah. Oh, wait.
No,
here
there's
we
some
go.
color in there.
All right. We did it, guys. We fake landed on the moon. Oh, wait, what happened there? What's going on there?
I'm pretty sure a 7th grader could recreate this exact video as long as you can make it blurry enough.
It looks so cropped and edited, like the wall. I don't know. Well, it's taking off. Oh.
It must have been so sad to leave.
Oh, we got it's only 3 days back. They could have stayed a little longer. All right. Amazing. It's amazing, guys.
By the mid-1960s, only a few short years into the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union, manned space flights had become somewhat pedestrian. And for agencies in both countries, driven by an impulse to up the ante, there was an itch to break through another barrier. In March of 1965, Russian cosmonaut Alexei Leonov left the confines of his spacecraft and became the first human to walk among the stars. For 12 minutes, on a 17.5-foot tether, he floated freely in the dark abyss. It was a monumental feat, but one that nearly cost him his life. Leonov's suit ballooned in the vacuum of space, making it impossible for him to fit through the airlock. With no other option, he opened a valve on his suit to depressurize, enough so he could re-enter the capsule. 3 months later, the Americans sent up their first spacewalker, NASA astronaut Ed White. Tied to a tether, White gleefully hovered high above Earth's atmosphere.
I feel like $1 million.
White enjoyed it so much, he was reluctant to return to the spacecraft.
Oh, yeah,
but
I'm sure you would be.
by the time he did, he'd outlasted his Russian counterpart by more than a few minutes.
And so a record-breaking, highly successful 20-minute walk in space.
To be sure, these walks in space
Hanging off a
were more
rope
than just
flying out of an
shows
aircraft
dare-do.
is such a
They were
thrilling
meant as
experience.
preparations for an eventual landing on the moon. But once that mission was accomplished, the role of extravehicular activities evolved, made not so much for the purposes of testing endurance or maneuverability, but instead for conducting maintenance and repairs.
Tilt it up. Try that right there. Oh, okay. That looks as good as you're going to do. Okay.
The first EVA repairs were made during 1973's Skylab 2 mission, when astronauts ventured out to fix a stuck solar panel. But like the spacewalkers who came before them, they were tethered to their spacecraft.
Get
and it
out
would be another
of the thing
decade
to
before
fix
man would be
a
free
panel.
to
It's like
soar
a freaking panel. They had to
unrestrained.
risk their lives.
Like, you wouldn't make it just everything enclosed and all the
The
maintenance
prospect
parts
of
are on the
greater
inside.
functionality outside of
Right?
the spacecraft
Wouldn't that be
inspired
smart?
NASA to develop
Why would you
the
want to go
MMU,
outside of it ever?
or Manned
Yeah.
Maneuvering Unit. It would get its first
The
test
full design
during
of
the
it
10th
should make
Space
you not
Shuttle
have to
mission,
go out of it.
STS
They're like in a pool.
41B. On February 7, 1984, Astronauts Bruce McCandless and Robert Stewart strapped in and began piloting away from the Space Shuttle Challenger.
Oh, wow.
Propelled by tiny jets, they toured the vast expanse that surrounded them for nearly 6 hours. McCandless got as far away as 320 feet, and from the windows of the spacecraft he left,
That is
he
so
looked
That's
like
him
nothing
over there.
more
That's
than a
crazy.
white speck.
This is really beautiful out here.
It was the first untethered spacewalk.
That was
That guy's
that,
ready to die, huh?
Whoa,
Immortalized by
oh my
this
God, that's
image
real.
Of man
That's
flying
full
far
video right
beyond
there.
the
Look, it's
bounds of
moving.
Earth.
Oh, my
And
God.
not even 20 years removed from the death-defying endeavors of Leonov and White, it was yet more evidence of the rapid ingenuity fueled by the exploratory spirit so central to our human nature.
Oh, yeah, it's human nature, all right.
Whoa, you gotta hide the logo,
What's
dude.
next?
You can't show that. It's gonna get it deleted for copyright.
Oh, yeah.
Apollo 12. Go, go. Whoa.
Earth, November 14th, 1969.
I
Three
remember the day
astronauts
well.
With spacesuits, food, water, and a battery of scientific and communications equipment, prepared to fly to the moon. Thousands gathered at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, including President and Mrs. Richard Nixon, to witness the historic launch. It was raining that day, but that was no cause for delay. The ship that would carry them into space was designed to launch in any weather.
Even
How would
fire.
it respond to a powerful electrical storm now gathering above the launch pad?
The lightning and rain were no match for NASA's brilliance as their lightning-proof rockets pierced through the thunderstorm. They brushed the moon aside with the trees.
17 seconds.
With three astronauts fastened into their seats, the countdown proceeded.
10, 9, 8, ignition
Astronaut and
sequence
mission
start.
commander Pete Conrad would say later, the flight was extremely normal for the first 36 seconds.
Running commit.
Oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
The
Raining
five
lava
engines
was
of
common in
Saturn V's
Florida.
huge first stage were designed to burn through 5 million pounds of liquid oxygen in just 2.5 minutes.
That's
And to send
fuel
the
efficient.
spacecraft up 67 kilometers above the Atlantic Ocean.
This whole thing just doesn't seem to make sense.
So
Alright.
fucking fake.
Seriously, like, that doesn't seem like something that would actually ever
Something
work.
unexpected
Like,
happened.
That's awful.
Racing through the stormy environment, the rocket generated a lightning bolt that traveled down its highly conductive exhaust track.
Everybody got your GDC? Okay, we just lost the platform, gang. I don't know what happened here. We had everything in the world drop out. Roger.
Another bolt hit 16 seconds later.
I got 3 fuel cell lights, an AC bus light, fuel cell disconnect, AC bus overload, 1 and 2, main bus AC out.
All of the spacecraft circuit breakers shut off. The tracking system was lost.
no astronauts knew how to turn circuit breakers on. They were doomed.
CE to auxiliary, over.
A young flight controller in Houston, Texas, instructed astronaut Alan B. on how to turn on an auxiliary power system.
1 Charlie. 1 Charlie.
The mission was back on track.
Like, they didn't train them for this
What the hell-
beforehand.
What the hell are we even looking at? Oh, there they are.
Once in Earth orbit, all systems appeared to
Earth
check
orbit.
out, and flight control officials gave the crew the green light to leave Earth.
We have data and thrust to go. Burn looks good.
The astronauts were not told of concern that the lightning strikes had damaged the pyrotechnic system used to deploy the parachutes that would ease them back through the earth.
Pyrotechnics, bro. The Kiss concert on board was ruined.
If that system failed, the astronauts would not return alive.
And Guar would never play a concert in space.
This mission would have its share of perils, not unlike those faced
Oh,
by a
there he
long
is.
line of
Share
past
whoever-
explorers, whose courage and restless spirit propelled them into the
Oh, what's up,
unknown.
Strike Dog? What's up, Strike?
Don't show your face, dog.
show your
They'll
face,
come
dog.
for you.
Was backed by years of technology development, test flights, astronaut training, the
Don't
largest
do
support
it.
team
Don't
back
do it.
home that any mission ever had. But hundreds of thousands of kilometers out in space, the three astronauts were pretty much on their own.
Mike, could you
What made
imagine
Apollo
being
12
that far
unique
away from
was the
Earth?
friendship and chemistry
It's
of its
just crazy.
Conrad, Bean,
That's just
and
crazy.
Richard
And they were just like,
were all Navy
with a
men,
happy wave and a smile.
working and
like,
training together on the Gemini
I
program.
guess they didn't see the
They had gained
ones
each
where they
other's
killed all the
respect
animals.
and trust.
put them in coffins
Now
and marched
hurtling
them out.
across more than 400,000 kilometers to the moon, they prepared to fulfill the mission's goals. One was to set up a scientific station designed to record seismic, atmospheric, and solar data.
We are constantly shaving in this video.
Another
Right.
was to visit an unmanned lunar probe
Like,
called
wouldn't that be
Surveyor
like the
3
last thing you would
that had
do?
landed there 2.5 years
I just
before.
grow a beard.
Right? Like, what's the
The
point
idea
of
was to
shaving?
bring back a part,
Like, just
to
because
study
they're
the
shaving,
effect
that
of the
means that
lunar
that's
environment.
where they stayed?
That's like a pee argument, dude. If you're shaving, like if you shave, how many
A third
hairs
goal was to
do you
improve
see in
on
the sink?
landing
And then
Apollo
all of those
11.
are just floating.
Yeah,
Just
like,
5
what the
months
hell?
before.
Where's all the hair going?
If I shave, I have to actually take a shower and fully wash my face, or I get little beard clippings
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah,
Of
yeah.
tranquility.
And it itches like crazy,
Pilot
so
Neil
then those are just
Armstrong
floating
Found
around.
himself heading straight for a crater full of boulders. He had to fly over the planned landing site and find a new one.
Oh,
Down 2.5.
that's alright. No problem.
It's okay because the entire, pre-planned thing that happened exactly the way they mathed it had no margin for error in the first place.
Right. They can't mess it up.
2.5 down.
With less
So then
than
now
30
what kind of
seconds fuel
navigational
left,
instruments
Neil
are they
Armstrong
using? This is what I was asking those people
finally touched down
in
on
the
landscape
whole stupid
obscured by
astrophysics
dust
forum.
stirred up by the
What
vehicle's
instruments were they
thrusters.
using to adjust the direction and measure where they were going to even find a different landing site than they pre-planned? Because supposedly the whole thing was mapped out from the beginning, and they had no instruments.
Bad no insurance. They can't play music.
The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We
Future astronauts would have to be able to
Oh,
make
man.
precision landings.
Wouldn't
at
you want to get
locations
launched into
dictated by
space with
science.
that in
That
that
meant
thing?
They would have to touch
Wouldn't you
down
want
on
to get launched
landscapes
like
filled with
it's a
all
tin
kinds
can?
of rocks and
A dead
craters.
it's a thing that you're gonna. It's like a.
For
I mean,
Apollo
look
12,
at this
It's like-
official
science
moon
pointed to
photography,
region
though. This is a
known
place
as
I
you want to
compare
go.
it to like one of those
Some 2,000
little like
kilometers from where the
Priuses, you
Eagle
know,
had
just
landed.
like going into space and like even worse
Here,
than that.
the landscape is dark.
Even worse.
From
Those
lava
little
that
tiny little
cooled to
cars, little
form its
clown
flat
car.
expanse
It's like a little clown
millions
car
of
in
years
space.
ago. Within it, an impacting asteroid had hollowed
clown
out
car.
Copernicus
But you're going
crater,
there.
perhaps showering the region with
This is
rocks
clearly a
placed
place
enough
that's
you don't
feet
really
from
can't-
the ground.
Yeah.
To sample this geological treasure trove, the astronauts sought to land at a series of smaller craters about 45 kilometers away.
Better wake up.
After a journey lasting 83 and a half hours, the crew fired the
what's the point?
spacecraft's engine to
Is
go
he eating
into
a
an
fucking ice
elliptical
cream?
Yeah,
lunar
he's
orbit.
eating something.
He's eating like a chicken leg.
Getting hungry. Yeah.
5 hours later, a second burn put the spacecraft into a circular orbit 111 kilometers above the lunar surface.
Stanley Kubrick's over there like, God, man, Neil, can't you go like 5 minutes without gnawing on a turkey leg?
Next time we gotta make popcorn or something.
Intrepid. Separating from the command module, they drop down
The
toward
true
their
proof.
Yeah. That's how you know.
That's proof. Dude.
That's how
Look
people
at that.
people
You've
know.
never seen that?
People know because of that.
You've never seen that before? Are you stupid?
That's the
What's following them that the camera's mounted on?
ultimate proof that they're liars. That they're lying. That's
There you
lies.
go. Fake picture.
Fake picture. Why do they need a fake picture? Fake pictures. Like, what's the point of cutting off half of the string for?
They look exactly like the pictures they use to show you like trains that they're gonna have and like railroad stations that are gonna exist. Like when the railroad says we're gonna have a brand new station, and they give you a cartoon picture because it doesn't exist yet.
D4.
Pete Conrad would rely on
That's all for now, D4.
You're zooming in on a meatball.
I am the
in black and
undone.
white.
down